Hi, Kathy here from Kathy's Cute Creations with week 2 of the Winter Flurries Mystery Quilt. That's what it is today. Now I did one block already. Good thing I did, because I measured all my fabric wrong. These little squares are supposed to be 2 5/8, and mine were 2 I want to say 7/8. So just that little bit was enough to knock the whole block off. Because remember, I said you need to do at least one. So that's what I did. I took it out. I had to recut the white blocks because I went ahead and tried to square it up and everything, and it just totally ruined it. The rest of the fabric was fine. So we're going to be using 3 fabrics: E, which is our green, O, which is the white, and D, which is the flower. So let's get over here to the sewing machine and let's put this together. And it takes, without the camera on, it took about 10 minutes to complete the entire block. No problem at all. So this ought to be pretty good. See you in a minute. Alrighty, so this is your layout. You're going to put a white one on the top. You're going to put a green with a white on each side. The one single block by itself in the middle with 2 whites and then 2 greens. And then you're going to repeat the green in the middle with the 2 whites and the bottom. So let me put this a little bit so you have an idea. That's what it's going to look like. First thing we're going to do is we're going to sew them in rows. So we're going to sew this to this, and then these 2 to this. Then we're going to sew these 2, and then this to this, and then that to that, and then all of that to that. Then we're going to repeat these 2 to this one. And then what I did was, after I got all my rows done, I started up here and I sewed this one to this. Then I took it to the ironing board and I ironed it, because I want to make sure that when I have, since all of these rows will be finished now, you want to make sure that if these 2 seams go inward, then these seams go outward so that they match. All right? That's it. So let's get started. All right, so for my first one that I did not use any pins. So let's see if I can repeat that process. And you can put pins in if you want. Oop, I just came unthreaded. Alrighty, now for the second row. And then it's dark to your one single piece of square that's by itself. It doesn't have any other ones. And then your green one again. And then your white one. And that'll be the second row. So that's the second row. Now for the third one, which will look like the first one. White, green, white, or light green, light I should say, because you could just have a cream or any light color. Oh, got my thread came in now. Now your light on your dark. I'm going to go to the ironing board. I'm going to iron these. Okay, so I ironed them. This is what I did. This is the top, so they're going out. The next row is going in, and the next row is going out so that they can all nestle together. So I'm going to go ahead and sew these 2 rows on first. I'm going to sew all the rows before I sew the end pieces. And yes, I'm going to pin these. Uh-oh. Oh, no, 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 no. I just discovered that on my piece of fabric, let me see if you can see it. Oh my gosh, it was the selvage. Let's see. Can you see all the holes in it? That's the selvage. I've got to find another piece and cut it. Hold on 1 second. All right, I'm back, but not before it got ugly in my sewing room. I could not find that fabric. Oh, I thought I was going to have to cut out a whole bunch more squares and start over with another color. When I put my thinking cap on and I was looking everywhere for it. Okay, so we're going to sew this together. And what I'm doing is, I hit the needle. I am starting right before where these 2 seams are, because when I made those other ones, for some reason, I could not get those seams to match up. So I figured it would be easier, I think I can do it one more, there we go, to go ahead and do this first and then come back and do the other. Which is what I'm doing. And then what I'm going to do but while I got this done, I'm going to go ahead and take a peek at it and make sure that those seams matched. And they did. And then I'm going to go ahead and start at this end. There we go. I don't know how that seam got off, but it did. There we go. And I'll just go up here and meet this. And then stop about right there. We'll take a look at it. And that looks good. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to put the bottom on. I'm going to match up the seams. I'm going to do the same thing. See how it's wavy right there? Remember, you put this on the bottom because it'll gather it for you. So what I'll have to do is let's go this way here. Let's start it. Then I'll take a look. All right. Yep, they matched up. So let me just swap my pen here. The other side. There we go. And it doesn't hurt that it's double sewn like that. Doesn't hurt a thing. Alright, let's take a look. That looks good. Now we're going to put the top which all you do, you can fold it in the middle if you want it, but I can feel the seams on both sides, and I just lay it next to the seams here. I mean, it's going to fit all the way across there. And just pin it. And this block gets squared up at 6.5, just like that last one did. Go ahead and do your bottom piece. And you're just putting your needle right next to the end, be off the end and come on to the fabric, because you're going to end up cutting that anyway when you square up this block. It's going to be the same size as that last block was, the 6.5. All 4 blocks are going to be the same. Now I'm going to iron it. Okay, so when it's all sewn together, that's what it looks like before you cut it. And I forgot to show you, here's the one that I cut. Right here. That's the one I did before. I got online and found out about it. So you take this, and you're going to lay it at an angle, like that. And you're going to put your ruler down, just like we did before. Let's see if I can get the lights off of you here. And you're going to do a 1/4 inch on all sides, because we're trying to get it to be 6.5. All right? Let's see if I can set this up. So I'm going to do a little big first, more than the 1/4 inch, just to get off the main pieces here. See how that's weird, that cutting? I don't know why that's like that. They said you need the extra. Oops. So I'm gonna pin the side there. Now we'll take it down to 6.5. Looks like it's oversized. I don't know why. That's 7. Nope, that's not right. This is at a weird angle, because to get my 1/4 inch right here, I'm not getting a 1/4 inch there unless I go at an angle like that. And that doesn't make any sense at all. Maybe that's the way it's supposed to be at an angle like that. I don't know. Huh. That's kind of weird, isn't it? I wonder why it's like that. Because that, it's almost as if it's off on purpose, which is kind of weird. I wonder if it's supposed to be like that. Well, we're going to go with this one here being the one that's got the... this. That seems to be all right. I wonder if you guys got the same problem. See, I can't go that far for 6.5. That's weird. Okay. That's the same size. Yeah, it's the same size. Okay, maybe it's supposed to be weird like that. Well, go ahead and make all your blocks, square them up, and that's going to be it. And I will get started on the next one. I believe the third one is flying geese. Let me set these two out here. Let me go ahead and finish up the other two. You guys go ahead and finish up your other two, and then I'll lay them all 4 out here for you. So I meant to show you what the back looked like when it got ironed. See how all the seams are laying flat? That's what the back of yours should look like before you cut it. Trim it down. This is the next one I made. So I'll square it up, but I gotta go run, get my granddaughter. I'll be right back. Alrighty, there are all 4 of the blocks. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and you learned something from it. This was week 2, and now I'm going to start on week 3. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe if you haven't yet, and click the little bell so you can get notifications. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.